So this is what we discussed in the last session. So basically, this application is getting the leads. What type of leads we are getting? One is regarding the business organization who will be floating the. Can you off that? Can you off that button? Okay. Right. So it's about the organization who will be floating the business, like I told, electronic shops, big showrooms, okay, showrooms, electronic shops, furniture shops, who will be floating number of branches all over the India. These type of companies I have to find out. I have to have a deal with them. I have to have a deal with them to have a mutual understanding between this organization. So wherever you float a company, wherever you float a showroom, my branch will be there to give the EMI. So it's a mutual understanding. So first I need to identify them, and I have to give company. Okay, I have to identify them, and I have to start the branches. This is one category of the lead. Second category of the lead is. Second category of the lead is. Second category of the lead. This will specify. The second category of the lead. This will specify. This will specify. Right. Recovery agents. Now, who are the recovery agents? Who are the recovery agents? Who are the recovery agents? Now the agencies, city-wise, location-wise, I want to start agencies who can record the defaulters and return back. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. Application. Application. What is the application? What is the application? Application is the people. Application is the people who are showing interest to take the membership with us for the EMIs. So first I will collect them as a application. Who will be giving these applications? Now the agents who are sitting in the showrooms. When the customer comes, they'll talk to them, they'll convince him to take a membership. So when they give the application form, okay, when they give the application form, they collect the data, then they send for the CIBIL score. When they send for the CIBIL score, they'll verify the CIBIL score. Once the CIBIL score is verified, if the score is above 0, then will be sent for the approval. The score is less than 0, rejected. When it is above 0, send for the approval. The concerned branch master, like the cluster manager, will approve it. Once he approved, application will be converted into client. So once the application is converted into client, then what happens? Once the application is converted into client, then they'll calculate the GVR score. Once they calculate the GVR score, right, based on the GVR score, the sanction amount, what is the approved amount will come to. So we are going with lead, we are going with application to account, lead to account. From lead, accounts will be created. From application also, accounts will be created. Then if account is a client or account is a business. If account is a client, then based on the GVR score, they'll calculate the approval amount. Once the approval amount is created, then I will go for opportunities. What type of opportunities? Then what we do with this? This is what I discussed. Then in this discussion, what triggers I wrote, when did you add the triggers? I give the sequences. Okay. Then we are going with the opportunities. When you're going to opportunities, when you go to the opportunities, what is an opportunity? Opportunity is nothing but if the client want to purchase anything, if the client okay, using this finance, then the product that will be opportunity. I'll show the screenshot of one screenshot how this happened. Couple of days back, I went to one showroom and I saw what is the application they're using. They're using a Salesforce. I took a screenshot. So this is how it will be, right? Yeah. This also they're giving the same way. Search loan application. We are taking as application there. They are taking a search loan application. This is for searching particular application applicant number. Search customer. Once the loan is approved, customer loan application. So basically, they have given different structure here. As per the application, what I have given you, it starts with application, not loan. We don't call this a loan. We call this a application because their application may be loan or different. So once you go to the application, once the application is approved, then it becomes what? Customer. Then it becomes a customer. So they are collecting some information here. What is it? First name, middle name, right? Address, lead history, right? Now, look at the point. Now, if you observe this guy has applied for this thing twice. If you observe this, okay, screen is not there. Just wait for a minute. Right. If you observe this, he has applied for the card twice. He got a lead, finish started, and now what was this? This guy has got a lead. Let me give you this. Customer, so if you understand this, the product what he is taking is already existing customer. This customer gave a lead that I want to purchase so and so product. I want to start a so and so product. I want to start a so okay. I want to purchase so and so product. If you observe this here, this guy has made an inquiry. The customer number. He made an inquiry that I want to purchase so and so product, but it didn't happen. But another product which he has taken for a loan amount of 32,334, it is closed. Did you get my point? Now I came and told I want to purchase this particular product. I want to take on EMI. I told my sanctioned amount is 90,000 is my sanctioned amount. I want to take a product on the loan. When I want to take a product on the loan, they created this as a lead. right? Now, or else you can say opportunity. Opportunity I want to take. What is the opportunity I want to take? I want to purchase some XYZ equipment, which is cost 60,000. Now my amount is 90,000 sanction. I have eligibility, so I want to go with this. Then when they told opportunity of 60,000, I want to purchase a product. Then they told down payment is 6,000 rupees. Okay, tenure of 32 months, monthly EMI, let us say 4,000 they want telling. Now once they convert this, I may be interested to go with this, may not be interested to go with this. Once they convert this, I may be interested to go with this, may not be interested to go with this. Now I ask them to increase the number of EMIs. They have said that 2 is the fixed. I cannot bear it. Now I want to reject it. I've gone to that because I want to take a right. Now else, I told them to reduce the number of EMIs, but they told it's a fixed. I don't want to go with 32 months. I want to close it within 5 months. Now, once I create an opportunity, finally I may go with it, I may not go with it. I may go with or I may not go with it. Okay. Now I may go or I may not go with it. Are you getting my point? I may go with it or I may not go with it. I may go with it or I may not go with it. Right. Right. So then opportunity is created. Then once you created an opportunity, then automatically calculation. What is the down payment? What is the EMI, number of payments, monthly terms? This entire data will come. If you say okay, then loan will be sanctioned. Then loan is sanctioned. That will become what? Loan. That becomes what? Loan. Now first application, loan application. Application, loan application. Your opportunity here is what? Loan application. Your opportunity here is what? Loan application. Your opportunity here is what? Loan application. Are you getting my point here? Your opportunity is a loan application. Your opportunity is a loan application. Now, based on the customer eligibility, they are giving a loan application. Opportunity created, opportunity closed. Right? Are you clear? So, whenever a new opportunity is created, automatically this calculation should happen. So, how are you implementing this? Before insert trigger. Before insert trigger. When an opportunity is getting created, before the opportunity is created, make all the calculation, then save the record. Then save the record. Once opportunity is closed, then loan application should be created. One loan should be created. Once the opportunity is closed, automatically it has to create one loan for the customer. Once the opportunity is closed, it has to create one loan for the customer. So whenever the opportunity stage is closed to one, automatically one loan application will be created. One loan will be created with sanction amount. Are you getting my point? Is that was clear? So I told I was planning to take this type of product for this amount. Opportunity calculations will come. If I said yes, I am okay with this, then they will close the opportunity. When they close the opportunity, it will be converted into loan. So what are the triggers you have written here? Before insert, calculation. After update, creation of loan. After update, creation of loan. After update, creation of loan. Are you clear? Are you clear? Right. Now, at this level, I am putting here. Before insert, based on the amount quoted, it will check the eligibility of the. Based on the amount quoted, it will check the eligibility of the. Based on the amount quoted, it will check the eligibility of the opportunity and calculate the installments. After update, after the opportunity is closed, it will create new loan. After the opportunity is closed, it will create a new loan. New loan record. Then, after insert, after update, record will fire and roll up following file and roll up following fields. Roll up the following fields on the opportunity, pipeline, opportunity, closed. From this customer, total how many opportunities we got? What is the roll-up summary of that opportunity amount? Then how many opportunities we won? How many opportunities we lost? So customer told, I want to purchase. First time we rejected. Second time, one more time he came and he want to purchase another product. He told he's okay with that. Third time he came, he was not interested. Now total how many opportunities came like this? How many we won? How many we lost? Opportunity pipeline amount, opportunity closed amount, opportunity lost amount. Opportunity pipeline amount, opportunity lost amount. I hope you're good with this. Okay. Then this is created using what? Roll-up summary. Okay. Then targets. In the targets, we are going to have agent. What are the targets? So when you create an agent and target, here we have, look at the point. I got opportunity 1, 10,000. The stage is then what happened? Agent Sham, then opportunity pipeline. You're going to say pipeline amount. Pipeline amount, let us say 5 lakhs. Then when opportunity is created, whose stage name is not equal to closed one or closed loss, then we got 5 lakhs. Which is kept as pipeline. Now this opportunity he modified as closed one. When he made this opportunity as closed one, then what happened? From pipeline, it is going to remove and add it to. So this agent, opportunity, agent won, agent lost. Agent won, agent lost. Are you getting my point? Now, when an opportunity is brought by, when the opportunity is brought by the agent, then it should be added to pipeline first. When you close it, add it to target issue. Okay, then target lost. So pipeline amount, what is the total opportunity this agent has brought? How much he has won, how much he has lost. Are you getting my point? And for the agent also, they'll be giving monthly target. What is the month target? Who is the agent? What is the target? What is the pipeline amount? What is the closed amount? What is the last amount? Agent wise, we want to track it. So agent, track. Agent is what? Contact. Contact, and we have a target. So for every contact, we have a target. Contact, target. If record type is agent, for him, I am going to find out target. Are you clear about this? For this agent, this is the target, monthly target. Now, what is the pipeline amount? What is the one amount? What is the last amount? Are you clear about this? This is for every month. Every month, a new record will be created. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone. Then again we told payment. What is the payment? This data will be uploaded. Then they'll ask you, how are you uploading it? The payment data will be uploaded from Excel system. Then you can say real-time integration. You say we had in the Salesforce, we have created REST API service. So there they're writing, whenever a new record is created, the payment, send the data to payment object. The payment record will be created. So if a new payment is received, automatically the data will be sent to the Salesforce immediately. When data is created in the third-party system, automatically the data will be sent to the Salesforce. For this, what we have done, we have created a SOAP API service and delivered it to. We are the service provider. We created a service, we gave to those people. Those people are using it. We created a service and we give to third party. Those people are using it. This data will be uploaded from external system into Salesforce. Right. Next. When the payment is received, then we need to make roll up on loan. So for which loan you have received this amount, then what is the loan sanction? How much amount paid? How much amount payment pending? What is the next due date? When I receive a payment, what is the loan amount? How much you already have paid? How much is pending? When is the next due date? The data should be made. So what is that? A trigger will fire it. Again, what is the trigger? After insert trigger. Whenever a new payment is made, then it has to update paid amount, due amount, and right. So loan. So how this data is coming in the external system? When the payment is received using a SOAP API, they are sending the data to Salesforce. When they are sending the data to Salesforce, Salesforce payment record is created. Once the payment record is created, automatically the paid amount, due amount fields will be adjusted, and next due date will be auto set. Right? If then again, batchbox will run. All the whose due date has crossed. Batchbox will run and fetch all the loans whose due date has crossed more than 180 days. And send them to the agents of based on the so batchbox. When you are taking a batchbox, why you are taking a batchbox? Loans may be 20 only, but the customers associated with the loan also we have to fetch. We have to fetch the loans along with the customer data. We have to fetch the loans along with the customer data. Get me all the loans whose due amount is more than 180 days. Get the corresponding customer data and assign to the corresponding agents of that region. Okay. For this, we have implemented a batchbox. Again, if the every week every 5th, 10th, 15th of every month. Schedule Apex. Fetch all the loans whose due date assign them to or record it. Every 5th, 10th, 20, okay, 15th, 20th, every 5 days, back, okay, schedule apex will run, fetch all the loan records whose due date is crossed. You are supposed to pay the due by 5th, but already date has crossed. Then fetch all those and send the telecalling team. The telecalling team will make a call to customer, boss, your due date is crossed, make a payment. They will keep notifying. So this will run for every 5 days. Now, if it already crossed 180 days, it is assigned to recovery team. It is assigned to recovery team. Schedule apex concepts you can use. People are comfortable with this, right? Now, what you can do, how can you achieve? If you want to practice, create a loan, create a due date field. If due date is crossed, then fetch all those records and assign them to telecalling team. Telecalling team will be a queue. Create a queue called telecalling team. Assign the loan records to the telecalling team. They will share the workload and update the status. I hope you are good with this, right? People have got it. Can you specify the scenario? Right. So we have insisted more on what? Process builder, approvals, Visual Force pages, process builder, approvals, Visual Force pages, triggers. Okay. Then we have gone with batch apex, schedule apex, couple of web services. And every page we are trying to override. That is what? Extension. Every page we are trying to override is an extension. Every page that we are trying to override is an extension. Right. I hope you are good. Right, Amma? I hope you are good with this. Can you insist it? Basically, what is this? It is a microfinance application. These are using this microfinance application to automate the end-to-end process of microfinance. Now, this is a microfinance banking application which is using a Salesforce to automate the process of lead generations and application. Which is to automate the process of payments and auto lead generations. This is basically dealing with what? I can give you a simple term. It is a microfinance application. Okay, which they are using a Salesforce CRM to automate the entire process of application, lead generations and application conversions and end-to-end process of the microfinance. Okay, in which you are involved with following. Now, tell me what are the custom objects you are using here? We have used application. We have used targets. We have used branches. Branches, applications. Then we have used payment. Then we have used recoveries. Couple of custom objects. Tell me what functionalities you have done in this application involving creating triggers. Tell me one trigger. Look at any one of the scenario which you are comfortable with. Involving creation of batch apex. Tell me one example. Involving creation of web service. Tell me one example. Take one scenario. Involving creation of approval process. Involving creation of process builder. Customize and standard functionality. What pages we standardize? Lead page we standardize. Account page we customize like a client or agency. Involving creating a custom pages. Extension, overriding the standard functionalities. I hope you got my point. Roles and responsibilities involving creating triggers, batch apex, schedule apex, web services, overriding standard functionality. Okay, in administration level, approval process builder. What are those? We give a scenario. You can take this scenario and start implementing this. I hope you are good with this. Right? Now, what is the procedure you are following? We are internally following agile methodology. Internally, what is the format we are following? Agile methodology. Now, how the work is assigned to you? Now, we can convey in two ways. Now, internally, we have an internal tool for assigning the task. So, every day, stand-up meeting will be held. Where we discuss about the tasks which are assigned and what are the tasks that are going to be implemented. And the TL, the TL or PO, product owner or TL, you can say. The TL will assign the task we have internal tool Using the tool, the TL will assign the task to assign the user storage to assign the user storage to the corresponding person. Will assign the user storage. Once the user storage is assigned, you get a mail. What is the user story? So you log into the project tracking application and see what is the user story. Start implementing it. Are you getting my point? So what is the methodology you are using? Agile Scrum methodology. So basically, what is the technical terms we have in the Agile Scrum methodology? Right. See, here the major point that you need to understand is it is not about what you speak, how confidently you speak about your technical implementation. Now it's your project. Now you cannot say why you implemented this. It is a client requirement. They had a requirement, I have implemented. It is not you who decided. It is the client who has a requirement, you implement it. So what is good, what is wrong in that? Nobody is going to question. Now what they are going to question, they are interested is technically what did you implement? Nobody is interested on what is your domain. People are interested on what is your technical implementation. Now you are working currently on insurance project. The current company to which I am applying, there is a pharma project. Now your domain knowledge is not going to help me out in this. What is going to help me out is your technical implementation. Because you're not applying for a TL role or a manager role. You're applying for a developer role where I am interested on technically what are the areas, which area you work with. Now previous project is a banking project. Right now I am taking into hospital projects. Now what I am interested is technically did you work on these areas or not? So what I am more interested in is on technically what did you implement? Technically what did you do? But when you say project, okay, the purpose of explaining a generalized flow is when somebody asks you a project, you need to give a rough idea about what overall project is or a quick flow. Right. And remember, you are not a Rajinikanth to do complete project in a single hand. Right. You are also a human being. You will be doing a part of the project. Some areas you will be working. Now you alone is not completing entire project. Like your economic project, don't expect A to Z. You never deal with A to Z. And you never know what is A to Z also. Now it is a 7 years old project. You got into this. Now you know the flow on which you are working. The remaining you cannot expect. So when they ask you to give rough idea about a project, currently on what use cases you are working. Currently, what is the flow on which you are working? Go with that. Okay. Don't expect we have module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. Module 1, this will happen. Don't go with like academic projects. Go with this is the project. Basically, they are using this project for this purpose. Generally, I am working on lead generation. I am working on application formation. So where we get the application in this format and approve it, so and so. Give a flow. Then when you give this flow, they ask how did you implement this? Technically, we implemented using this figure. Technically, we implemented this using so and so. Right. So the problem is people assume that the process should be end-to-end process. It is not end-to-end process. You're not going to deal with end-to-end process. You had an overall idea about what it is, but what area you worked, how it is implemented. You can explain what you have done. You cannot explain the complete procedure what is happening. Or getting my point here. So technically, in the last 1.5 years on this project, what you implemented? That technically what you implemented, you can specify it. Overall flow of the project, what you know, then technically what you are implemented. Right now, what are the user stories you are working on? So this should be the flow. Are you getting my point? So first you have to prepare overall what you want to explain for 1 or 2 minutes. What is the overall flow you want to explain? Then the flow, when you say this is the flow, they'll ask you, how did you implement this? So this is implemented using this. This is the concept what I used. Then when you make this flow, then only we have to make a resume. Resume will be made only after you make a project flow. After you create a project, overall project flow, and what you want to convey in this project flow, technically. In the project, technically what I want to give. I gave a couple of scenarios. What you want to convey? You want to convey a triggers on lead, that will become my responsibility. Now, unless you make the flow, you cannot put a responsibility. Are you getting my point? If you want to put a responsibility on the resume, first you have to make a flow, what you want to explain. In the flow, what you want to explain. In the flow, technically what you want to explain. Based on the technically what you want to explain, that we have to put a roles and responsibility. We cannot put whatever you want as a roles and responsibility. When you put as a roles and responsibility, that you are saying I worked on this. Now you should have a scenario to explain. You have to know the technical knowledge on the topic to explain. So what is the order? Overall project flow. Then technically what did you implement? Technically what did you implement? Then technically you implemented on triggers. Trigger critical question answers on triggers. Then implemented extensions. Technically, what is an extension? What are the possible questions of the extension? Then you put your responsibilities on resume. This is how it is not resume. After making a resume, come and explain the responsibilities. You have to decide what you want to explain, then technically prepare those questions. Project, okay, the project, this is what I implemented. I used a trigger. Then what are the question answers for the trigger? What are the possible questions asked in the trigger? Then you put implemented triggers on this application as per business requirement. When they ask you what triggers you wrote, these are the triggers. Then the associated questions they'll ask, you'll be able to explain it. This is the order. Okay. Overall project flow, what do you want to explain? Technically, what do you want to explain? Then when you say technically, I want to explain extension, prepare the question answers on extension. Then put responsibility on resume. Resume is the last step. Resume is the last step. Resume is the last step. And everything that is there in the resume, you should know. Right? Don't modify somebody's resume and keep your name and say, this is my resume. Generally, resume making means same, right? Collect your brother, somebody's modify the name and phone number, email. Now it has become my resume. I'll upload. Then you'll come with 4 lines of description. Explain this project. You have to collect the information. Now I told, let's say now we are taking microfinance. Now we are putting this as a capital first. Then go to the capital first and see what are the products they are selling. What are the products they are selling? What type of schemes they have. Read it. Then you will be able to explain this company. When you go to the website and read what it is, you go to the website and read about the capital first. Then you know what the company is, what type of business they are doing. Then you can explain this company is so and so. They are doing this type of business and they are using their sales force to perform this. Without going to their website, without reading their information, with only 3 lines, you want to put 3 years of experience on the project. How can you explain it? It's a common sense. In the resume, 3 lines of description you give, you want to put 1.5 year experience on the project. What you know, this project is read first line, second line, third line. Then what next? You don't know anything about the company. First, what you are supposed to do, when I told you the microfinance, choose any one of the microfinance company, go to their website, read what they are doing, what is their business. Then you understand their business. Then you know what they are selling, to whom they are selling. Then when you know what they are selling, they are the products. To whom they are selling, they become your leads and accounts. Then your technical flow. This is what you are supposed to perform first. When I give this as a documented copy, you will buy hard. If I give the terms, what products they are selling, the terms if I give, you will buy hard. Then you don't know in and out of it. You will be stuck up in the interview of the project flow because you never know anything out of box. You know only that 4 lines or 5 lines what I specified. So what you are supposed to do, choose any one of the microfinance company, go to the website, read the information, make the rough idea of it, come to me, I'll modify and give. You have to collect that flow. Then out of the technical scenarios what I'm giving, out of all this, which scenarios you want to explain? Which scenarios you want to explain? You shorten this, then come back to me. Then I'll say, I'll contribute my work on this combination. I hope you're good. So it is you who have to work, it's not me. I'm not applying for a job. It's you. Okay. Just by reading the resume, you cannot apply for 2 or 3 years of experience. Right, boss? So I'll just give Agile Scrum terminology. Now, look at this. First, what will happen? Story grooming, initial. Understanding what is the client requirement. Now, client will specify what his intention is. What is his requirement? There is a story grooming. Understanding what his requirement is. Once you make a story grooming, from the story grooming, I'll make a backlogs. User stories. And from the user stories, you make a backlogs. Backlog means I told I want a screen here. When I click on a button, it should happen. It will give a requirement. SMS should go, email should come. This is the user story. From the user story, when you click on a button, SMS should go, one backlog. When you click on the button, okay, email should go, one backlog. Are you getting my point? From the user story, we create a task. Those tasks are nothing but backlogs. Right? These backlogs, These backlogs I'm going to assign to the team. So basically, the team is 6 is the size of the team. 6 members is the size of. Generally, I take okay. We have a 6-member team in which one tester is there. Okay. For me, as we are implementing the Lightning, we had one UI guy and 5 developers. But in your case, you can say one UI guy, 5 developers, or one UI guy, 1 tester, 4 developers. Depends upon your size. Okay. So if you say 8, 1 UI, 1 tester, 6 members team. 1 UI, 1 tester, 6 members team. Right. Now, sprint. Sprint means in next 21 days. Now, generally people will take 4 weeks as a sprint. Okay. In next 4 weeks, what you want to deliver out of all these backlogs, which backlogs you want to deliver? Now, user stories are coming. Based on the user stories, we are creating a backlogs. In next sprint, in next 28 days, what are the backlogs that we want to complete and deliver it? What we want to deliver? They're called kept in a sprint. They're kept in a sprint. Now, there are so many backlogs, so many user stories. But what I am promising you to deliver in next 28 days, that will be added in the sprint. Sprint is next deliverable unit. Now, in the sprint, on what basis the tasks are assigned? On what basis the tasks are assigned? Generally, we are going with a points based. For every backlog, we are giving a point. 1-point task, 2-point task, 3-point task. Based on the complexity, we are giving the based on the complexity, we are giving the points. Now, for every developer, we give 5-point task. In a week, we are giving 5-point task. Sorry, 3-point task. In a week, for developer, we will be assigning 3-point task. So when I say week, 5 days a week. So when I assign the tasks to user, we assume that in a week, for every developer, we have to assign 3 points load, 3 points workload. Now, if it is admin related work, we are assigning 5 points workload. If it is admin related work, 5 points. If it is development work, 3 points. Now, team, let us say 5 members team is there. 5 members team, developers team, 5 members is there. 5 into 3, what is that? 15 points work. So in a week, what we are planning to, whatever the workload we are assigning to the team, we are assigning 15 points. If your team size is 6 into 3. If team size is 6 into 3. My team size is 5, so 5 into 3. So 15 weeks, 15 points per week. So what my team will be able to deliver? 15 points task will be able to deliver in a week. So my sprinter, we generally take 2 weeks here. Generally people follow 4 weeks. But here we are taking only 2 weeks because maintenance and enhancement. So we are taking a sprint test. So what we are taking? 2. That's the reason 30 points we have taken. But in your case, 15 into 4, 60 points, 60 points. Out of the 60 points, assign 10 points for testing. 10 points will be assigned for testing. Only development work should be taken for only 50 points. So on what basis the tasks are assigned? On what basis workload is assigned? So every day, story grooming will be there. Based on the story grooming, based on the story grooming, every day stand-up meeting will be there. Story grooming will be there. Then we identify what are the tasks that are given to you, where you got stuck up, any help is required, we assign. What are the new tasks that should be assigned to you? So we have a client interaction, we specify the user stories. Then the TL or a product owner will assign the backlogs to you. Backlog means what is the task that is assigned to you. It's a backlog. From the user story, they create a backlog. Backlogs are assigned. How they are assigned? Internally, we are using a tool. You can give some XYZ, or you can say ServiceNow, or you can say TaskRay, or you can say Remedy-Force. This type of tools are used. They use the project management tools. They assign the task using a project management tool. You log into the portal and see what is the task that is assigned. When a task is assigned, you get a mail. Then you log into the project tracking tool and see what is the task that is assigned. Now, on what basis the task are assigned, we can say, so we are following Agile Scrum. So for a developer, we give 3 points task for every developer in a week. And we have a team of 5 members, 15 points task. So we have a sprint of 4 weeks. Every 4 weeks, our sprint delivery will be for every 4 weeks. So it's a 60-point task. And in 60-point task, 10 points are for testing, 50 points for development. Are you getting my point? So what is the terminology we have? Scrum Master, the person who is responsible for this, the PO. Is a Scrum Master. Story grooming or user stories. Backlog. User stories. From the user stories, we create task. Now, user story may be 1. But for this user story, there may be multiple tasks. I told you. Now SMS should go, email should go, records be saved. Then for SMS, I gave one task. For email, I gave another task. Creation of page, I gave another task. Now I want to join all these tasks and create user story. Are you getting? For user story, there may be multiple backlogs. Now sprint, what you are going to deliver next as per the sprint. You may have 4 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever the time frame you company has. What you want to deliver it. This is sprint. Right, boss? Okay. So what is the methodology you are using? As a Scrum, Agile Scrum. So how the task are assigned? Your TL will assign the task using a. Every day we have a stand-up meeting. We have discussed. Oral is explained. Task is explained, and that is it. In the project we have an internal tool for tracking, project tracking. Through project tracking tool like portal, we have portal for project tracking. We will assign the task to the portal. We log into the portal and see what are the backlogs that are assigned to us. Then we process it. Okay, got it? Now, what is the project here? Is a what is the project? Now you can say microfinance development project, or you can say development and enhancement project. Okay, then support and enhancement project. Support and enhancement project. Right? I hope you're good. Clear? Now, can you explain this? Can you explain this flow? Can you explain this flow? Going through this, can you explain this flow? If I share this document, can I explain the flow? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right. Fine. Now, right. Few things before I wind up. I'll convey the few things here. Now, it is completely your responsibility to make structure in this format. Before you start preparing for your interview, first thing that you have to do is, make the project flow. What do you want to decide? Any one of the company name. I told microfinance, decide any one of the company. I told hospital, decide any one of the hospital. Right. I told microfinance, decide any one of the hospital, any one of the hospital. You decide that company name, go to the website, read the data, what the company is doing. Because you need to understand what they do. When you keep a company name, at least you should know what branches are there, how many branches are there, in which country they are working, At least the basic information you have to know. At least the basic information you have to know. Okay. At least basic information you have to know. Right. Basic information you have to know. So go through the company name, get the basic information. At least you have to spend one day in going through the website information. Don't see only home page. Right. Again, right. We have additional intellectuality is there, right? So that you need to stop. So go through the website, spend the time in every option that is available. Okay. Read the documentation what they are given. The website what they are given. When you read what are the services they are providing, home and services, home products services. When you go through this, you understand what is the business of the company, what they are selling, to whom they are selling. If you understand this, project is closed. Then what they are selling is the products, services. Okay, to whom they are selling, it will become an account. Once you know that, project flow you can understand. Because the terms are what? Lead, account, contact, opportunity. The terms are what? Lead, account, contact, opportunity. Right? Now we understand who is an account, who is a contact, who is a lead. You understand this only when you know what is the business. Once you make this, then go through the hard copy what I give. So probably I'll schedule the next class. Tomorrow I will not be available. Fine. I'll be available on Saturday after 12:30. I'll be available here. Okay. You people can come on Saturday after 12:30. You can come. I'll be available here. Okay. Collect your hard copies of the project. Tomorrow the office will be open. I'll not be available. Office will be open. You come and collect the hard copies. I'll ask the boy to make the hard copies ready. You collect. Again, you can come back. Tomorrow you can collect. On Saturday, you can come back to me. Saturday you can come back to me. You can collect if you have any flow requirements, you can communicate with me. Okay. Then I'll schedule the sessions accordingly. Okay. Now, what you people have to do is collect that. Okay, make that flow. Looking at this, make a flow of it. What you want to. Okay, you have seen the website. You read it. Then make a flow. What you want to explain. Now I give scenarios. Combining these two, what you want to explain in your own terms. Now, if you try to read my terminology, you will not be able to explain. Because the by-hearting process will not give confidence. By-hearting process will not give confidence. Now you have to draft it in your own terms. What you understood, what you want to explain, you have to draft it in your own terms. Then this functionality, how it is implemented. Technically, you make this is a scenario implemented. This is the concept what we use. Like that flow, you make it. Then that technically what you implemented, interview questions. Then you have to make your resume. Then only upload your resume. Without doing this process, if you upload your resume, you will fail. Now, it is your groundwork. It is your groundwork. Now, when you make a question answer also, question answer, you have to prepare. Draft it. Draft it. People generally, the reason why the people fail is they read the question, they read the material, done. Now, you assume that you know everything. But when you're asked to explain, you won't get the words to explain. You know what it is, but you cannot explain it because you don't have words to explain. So you have to draft it. You have to draft it. Make a preparation. For 10 to 15 days, spend the time in this way. Then upload your resume to Naukri. Then see whether companies are downloading your resume or not. If no company is downloading your resume, subject line is not appropriate. Modify the subject line in the Naukri. People are downloading your resume, but not. So, okay, giving a calls for you. Then the way your responsibilities are there. There is not mapping up. So you have to modify your resume format. Then, when you go for the interview, then collect the data. Every interview you go. First, attend small companies. When you attend the small companies first, you know they scrutinize you very much. They spend more time in interviewing you. Then you understand what they are. Initially, block all the top companies. Maybe TechM, Capgemini, Deloitte. Don't attend these companies. Block all those companies in the Naukri. Only attend small companies. You attend 4 or 5 small companies, then you know what they're expecting on the project, what questions they're expecting on the project, what type of technical questions they're asking. Then you shortlist, you modify your resume, your question answers to format should be modified. Then you unlock these big companies. Then if you attend there, you will be able to hit the market right. If you straight away attend each and every interview that you get it, you will fail it. But take it for granted, first 4 or 5 interviews, you will lose it. Because one, you keep a fake, you will not have a confidence. Second, you feel that I know everything. When you go there, your explanation format will fail. When you say project, this is the common thing that we find. When we ask some project, what are the 4 lines given in the resume, they'll repeat. Anything else? No. I keep insisting the same thing to everyone. Make a flow, come back to me. But people are always lazy to draft something. So they want to calculate everything in the air and make it. They want to sit in the class, listen to 1.5 hour session, claim 3 years of experience, go to job. It will not happen. So draft it. Prepare it orally. Draft it. Each and every answer should be drafted. Project flow should be drafted. Responsibility should be drafted. You have to draft it everything. When you draft it, you know the flow to explain. You know the flow to explain. Now, whatever I explain, if I give a copy to you and explain, tomorrow you will not be able to explain. When you draft it, you will be able to explain. So then you unlock all the top companies, then you start attending the interview. Then you can hit the companies. Don't attend the top companies in the initial until you attend 3-4 interviews. Right? And don't attend the interviews until what I specified. What is that? First 15 days from now, what you are supposed to do? Project flow. First, go to fix one company name. I told microfinance. Google microfinance company. Number of companies come. Choose one company. Hospital. Type corporate hospital. Number of hospitals come. Choose one hospital. Don't come to me and ask what is the name of the hospital. Type it microfinance. Number of companies. Choose any one company. Go through the website. Select any one of these. Read the information. This is the flow. This is the technical. Get it to me. I'll help you out in modifying. Then put the then technical. Then take the hard copy of your interview questions. topic wise, whatever the questions whatever the scenarios you're going to explain, the topics, technical interview wise questions, prepare it, draft it. Then when you're done, then post your resume. Attend small scale companies. Then you are good with, yes, 3-4 interviews I attended, then you automatically get a confidence. By then you will know what is the project flow you have to explain, where you're getting stuck up, you'll be able to clear it. Then unlock the top companies. So don't attend the top companies until you clear this, because you'll be losing the opportunity. Small companies, once in a while they post it, but the big companies, they keep on posting it. If you lose an opportunity, you'll not get an opportunity for next 6 months. So don't attend those top companies until you attend 3 or 4 small companies. You have to go in person. Attend in-person interview. Whether you know it or not, go in-person interview and attend it, so that you get a confident levels. This is the procedure which you are follow. If you follow this procedure in proper way, within 1.5 months, you will be able to hit the market the right way. But again, preparation, again from beginning, open the notes, read, again practice, open the first Visualforce page to start typing. Again practice, first again open object field, again create. Practice at any point of time, if you want to prepare, again we'll start from where? Application creation, object creation, field creation. Stop. Again practice development, Visualforce first page block section, stop. This will not happen. Now your interview is different, surviving is different. Now the procedure what I told you is for interview. If you want to survive in the company, then you are supposed to practice the concepts. Which topics you are supposed to practice? List, set, map. List, set, map, SOQL, DML. Enough. Don't practice any other things. If you want to survive in the company, list, set, map, okay, with the SOQL, DML, right? Number of logic, because every topic is made from this only. Triggers, list, set, map. Batch effects, list, set, map. Schedule effects, list, set, map. Extension, list, set, map. So if you are more strong on the list, set, map, automatically get other things. You can write a program. Interview pattern is different, surveying is different. If you want to survey, you have to practice more on list, set, map with SOQL and wrappers, SOQL and DMLs. For interview, project flow, scenarios, technically what questions will be asked in the topic, how to answer this. That is enough for the project, for interview clearing. Then take a joining date, 30 days or 45 days, take a break. Don't give immediately join. Take 30 to 40 days, then you start practicing the topics. Right? This is the way you are supposed to prepare for your interviews. Right? So we'll meet back again on Saturday. I'll be available here at 12:30. Okay. Then I have given a support link for you, right? I given a support link. Okay. I'll be available on that link from Monday. Next Monday, I'll be available at 1:30. I'll be available. From Monday, I'll be available on the link from 1:30. Okay. Now make your flow, connect to that and get. If you have any queries in making the flow, connect to that and ask me. I'll be available. Right. Right, boss? Fine? So, see you all. Tomorrow you can come and collect your hard copies. I'll not be available. You can go to the office boy and collect it. Okay. You can go to the office boy and collect it. Saturday, I'll be available here at 12:30. You come back. Okay, get your queries clarified on the Saturday. Okay. And again, don't copy somebody's resume. Don't copy somebody's resume. If you copy somebody's resume, you don't know what to explain. Whatever the topics you are comfortable with, whatever the scenarios you want to explain, only put them on the resume. Don't copy somebody's resume, somebody's profile, somebody's project. You will not be able to. Right? I'm making very clear. And for the next 1 week, keep continuously meeting me with your project clarification. Once it is done, we'll make it. Right? I hope you're good. Okay. Then single sign-on topic is not covered for you. Okay. So how many of you are taking integration this? Any particular guy? Almost everyone is taking. Okay. I'll cover it there. So everyone is already there in integration. I'll be covering in integration class. Okay. Right. Chalo, boss. That's all from my end. See you all again on Saturday at 12:30. Online, Saturday at 12:30, I'll be connecting back.